Hello, so in episode 63 we learned how to build modals with Hotwire, and in episode 142 we learned how to build modals using the Dialog HTML element that is now supported by all the browsers. And I thought, what if we combine the two approaches, the Hotwire part and the HTML Dialog part, to create the perfect modals. So here's what I came up with. Here I have an empty list of comments. I click on create new comment. I have this modal dialog opened. I have a possibility to click on cancel to close it. I can click on escape to close it. I can click outside of the modal to close it. And let's say I want to create a comment. I click on create. You see the errors have been rendered correctly. I click on let's add something in the body like hello. You see the modal has been closed on successful form submit, and the element has been added to our page. Let's say I want to show the element and I want to show it inside another modal. I click on show and you see I have this comment in its own modal. I can go to edit it. It navigates to the edit. I click update. It goes back to the show page, and let's say I want to destroy it. I destroyed it, the modal has been closed. In this case, I wanted it to be closed, and the comment has been removed from the list. So we're going to learn how to close modals, how to navigate from one modal to another, and how to make it work nicely with HTML Dialog plus Hotwire Turbo. So let's start with a blank state. We're going to start from the beginning. Here I just have a basic scaffold of comments. So comments controller, comment that has validation of body presence, and a comment just has a body. Okay, so here is a blank state, and let's add this kind of turbo modals with dialog element. I'm going to start with episode 142. I strongly recommend you to watch both of these before going to this episode. This is kind of the third part in the modal series. So let's go to the final code of this episode, and here I had this JavaScript to handle the dialog. I'm going to copy it, so I will say rel generate stimulus dialog. I'm going to go to this generated dialog controller. I'm going to copy this code. Again, we discussed how all this code works in episode 142, but basically we have some code to enable and disable body scroll, handling the opening of a modal, handling the closing of the modal, and handling closing of the modal if we click outside of the modal. And now let's copy this dialog element into our application layout. So I will go to layouts, application, and put it somewhere here inside the body tag. Okay, now I will go back to the page. I will click on open dialog, and you see we have a dialog that opens and we have all the default modal behaviors. Looks fine. Now we want to actually render this new comment not in a separate page but inside this dialog. How can we do it? First of all, I'm going to say that this is going to be this new comment. Clicking on it should open the dialog. So here I had this button with data action, click dialog open. So clicking here opens the dialog. I'm going to add this data action to our link to new comment. So I'm going to go to the index page, and here I'm going to say data action, and the action is click dialog open. Now let me refresh. I click on new comment, and well, nothing happens. Maybe let's open our console to debug. Okay, I click on new comment, and again nothing happens. Why? Because this dialog controller is not initialized here. You see, the dialog starts here and ends here. So the yield, the place where this link is rendered, does not contain this controller, so it wouldn't work. I would need to put the dialog controller maybe on the whole body so that we can open the dialog out of anywhere in our application. So I will remove this div, and the dialog is on our body tag. I will refresh. Let's go back. I click on new comment, and you see for a brief moment of time it opened a modal, and then already it's redirected to the new page. So we don't want to have a full page redirect. We want to open this inside a turbo modal. So here inside the body of the dialog, here I'm going to put a tag, a turbo frame tag. I will say equals turbo frame tag. Let's give it an arbitrary name of modal, and I'm going to remove some other placeholder code that we don't need anymore. So inside the dialog, we just have a button to close the modal and a turbo frame that can render anything. So I click on new comment, and you see there's still a full page redirect. So we want to say that this link opens not in new page, but inside the turbo frame modal. So turbo frame modal. So clicking on this button should open the HTML modal, and it should navigate to the new page and render this new page inside this turbo frame modal that we have in our application layout. Let's refresh and try to see if it works. I click on new comment, and you see we get this content missing. And in the JS errors, we see that we had a successful visit to the new page, but it didn't find the turbo frame with the ID modal, so it gives us the content missing error. Not to have this content missing error, we are going to actually wrap this page into the turbo frame tag modal. So I will say equals turbo frame tag modal do, and I'm going to wrap it all into this. Okay, I will refresh. Now I click on new comment, and you see the new comment has been rendered in the modal. Let's just demonstrate again. I just click on new modal here, and it renders an empty modal. I click on new comment here, and it renders the new comment page inside the modal. Now let's click on create comment. You see the errors are being rendered. I will click and add something to the body like hello, create comment, and there has been a successful form submission, but we again get this content missing because if we go to our controller, on successful create, we go to comments URL. So it tries to open the show page, and inside the show page, we don't have this turbo frame modal. So by default, it wants to navigate to the show page. Let's actually navigate to the show page inside the modal. Let's do it. I will just copy this turbo frame tag modal and wrap it around the show page. And let's see if it works. I will create a new comment, full. And you see the comment has been created, and we have navigated to the comment show page. Here it is. Let's say we will also want to navigate to edit the comment. So at the moment I will click edit, and it gets content missing. So we are just going to do, here we have this edit. We're going to say, we're just going to wrap the edit page into the turbo frame modal also. And let's see. So I go to show the comment, or maybe let's do it via this modal. So modal, create comment. We can go to edit, update. So it seems to be working. I can go to show, and you see we can do some navigation and updates inside a modal. Looks okay. And what if we want to break out of the modal? For example, when we create a new comment, I want to not just redirect, I want to actually close the modal. How can we do it? Well, for this, we're going to go back to episode 63. I will go to my notes. And here we had this turbo submit and action that would check if there was a successful form submission, and based on this we could potentially close the modal. Let's try adding this behavior to our current modal. So I will add this these lines somewhere here, and now let's try triggering this submit end. So we have this action, and let's wrap this action around the new page. So let's say I will have a new div, and it will have action equals turbo submit end. I'm going to put another div here. So this form is going to listen to turbo submit end, and if there was a successful form submission, we're going to handle turbo modal submit end. Actually, it's not turbo modal controller, it is dialog controller. And for now, let's just have a console log here. So yeah, I think we're missing something. Okay, this should work. So let's put a console log. Console.log e.detail.success. So let's refresh. I have our console working. I will click on create comment. Nothing has been rendered. Let's create a comment actually. Okay, I don't see anything here. Why is it so? Action turbo end, turbo modal submit end, the new thing. Yeah, I think this should work. Interesting. Okay, let's not do this console log thing. Let's try to use the hide modal directly. And in our case, it's not hide modal, it is this dot close. And the modal target is the whole dialog element. So let's create a new comment, create comment, and we still have this full page navigation. So this turbo submit end, dialog submit end does not seem to be working. Obviously, I should have said data action here. Div data action, but not just div action. Yeah. Okay, I'll just add this here for us to understand it better. Yeah, it should be div data action. Okay, let's try once again to just log it in the console. So new comment, 222, create comment, and it is true. So detail success is true. Let's make another option with false. I will click on create, and well, we get an error. So only if e detail success equals true, we're going to do the close. So let's try once again. I'm going to create a new comment, let's say 333, create comment, and the modal has been closed, but it has not been added, the comment has not been added to the list. Let's make it so that the comment is added to the list on top of the list when we create a new comment. Let's see, I create a new comment, and it's not in the list. I refresh, and it is in the bottom of the list. So for this, we're going to use turbo streams, and I'm going to the comments controller create action, and I'm going to say format dot turbo stream do render turbo stream replace the comment with partial comments locales comment. No, actually not replace. Autocomplete is not being friendly. We're going to do append, so add on top of the list. So we're going to add the newly created comment on top of the list. Let's try. Let's make this did not work. Append to the list of comments. Via to the list of comments, if we go to index, we have this div with ID comments. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, append makes it on the bottom of the list. Let's use prepend. Okay, refreshing. 1, 1, 1, and it has been added to the top of the list, and the comment modal has been closed. So works well. So now when we create a new comment successfully, the modal is closed in the correct way, and the comment is added to the top of the list. But what if we try to just open the initial HTML modal? I click on open dialog, and you see we still have the old HTML that we just submitted present here. So we close the modal, but we didn't clean the modal up from the old HTML, and we'll need to do it. So to clean up this modal from the HTML that we don't need, we are going to go back to our application HTML, And on this tuber frame tag modal, we are going to add a new target. How shall we name the target? Let's say frame. So data dialog target will be frame. And inside this dialog controller, I'm going to add a new target named frame. And when we close the modal, we are going to clean up everything inside this frame. So we will say this.frame target, and we are going to remove attribute src. Let me just not do it for a moment, and let's see what happens without it. Let's just have something here, like an empty submission. Let's say I click cancel, I go back to open this, and you see we still have all this stuff here. If I go to inspect element, inside the dialog, we have the tuber frame with the URL comments new, and we don't want it to be with the comments new. We want it to be just like an empty tuber frame. So now I will add this, and I go to new comment, I close it, I open dialog, we still have it, but do we still have the src, so the source URL of the tuber model? No, we do not. So it's already cleaner, but if we still open the tuber frame tag, we still have all the new comment stuff. So we are also going to go and say this.frame target, and we are going to say inner HTML is empty. So we're going to remove everything from inside this tuber frame. I'm going to refresh. Let's create a new comment. I click cancel. I open dialog, and you see everything has been removed from this modal. So we have our cleanup work in place. Okay, now let's try a few other behaviors. Let's say I want to click on edit, and edit should lead not to this edit page. It should lead to yeah, you see we have some navigation broken. It should lead to the modal. So the same way we did on our index page, where we added the data action click dialog open and tuber frame modal, we're going to do this same thing on the edit. So here we have link to edit comment, and I'm adding this dialog open tuber frame modal. So whenever I click on edit, no, maybe not here. Let's go back to comments. This is rendered here inside the comment partial. So, okay, I refresh and I click on edit, and it opens the edit in the modal. I click update, and when I click update, you see in the new page, we close the modal when the submit is successful, but in the edit page, we do not close the modal when the submit is successful. So we will have a redirect within the modal to the show page. I click update, we redirect it to the show page. It works. And what if we want to see the show page? I click on the comment show. We want to see the show page inside the modal. So in a similar fashion, we are going to add this data dialog open modal to link to show this comment in modal. So I refresh, I click on show this comment. You see we show this comment inside the modal. Looks fine. Now what if we want to destroy the comment? Let's say I click on destroy, and you see we have this content missing. So actually the comment is being destroyed, but we try to redirect to basically nowhere. So this is a case where we definitely want to add this behavior to close the modal on successful submit. So I'm going to go to this new action, and in this comment I'm going to wrap where do we have this destroy action visible here. So I'm going to wrap the destroy into data tuber submit end. Now let's refresh. I'm going to show a comment. I'm going to click on destroy, and the model has been closed. It has not been removed from this comments list, but if I refresh the page, it has been removed. Why has it not been removed from the comments list? Because for this we need some tuber streams. So I'm going to go to destroy and I'm going to say format.tubo stream do, and I will say tubo stream remove the comment from the list. So now let's say I show the comment, I click on destroy, the modal has been closed and the comment has been removed from the list. And this way we can remove other comments from the list. Let's remove a few. We have created a real lot of them. And let's start from a blank state. So let's say I want to create a new comment. I click new comment, it opens in the modal, errors have been rendered, I will have something in the body, create comment, the modal has been successfully submitted and closed, and the element has been added to the page. If I just try to open the blank modal, you see it is empty. Now let's say I want to go to show this modal. I can see this modal. Okay, let's close it. I can go to edit. I will edit it. I will click on update, and I have a navigation that happened to the show page within the modal. So it works fine. I will click on destroy. The comment has been destroyed. The modal has been closed, and it has been removed from the list of comments. So basically in this episode we learned how to close modals if we want to, how to navigate within the modals, and how to make the HTML dialog element work nicely with tubo frames and tubo streams. So thanks for being with me, and see you in the next one.